Alright. Welcome back to Paint Collectibles, you guys. So, we have something really fucking cool and special on the review table today. Now, here's the deal. I'm mostly only a movie collector these days. I just really don't have the space to do anything else. But every now and then, there's going to be an anime piece that pops. And I'm just like, boom, I'm in. And I loved the Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045 series on Netflix. I know a lot of people preferred the original anime. I thought this was great because I thought it was very well done with 3D modeling and texturing and all that. And you know, that is my background as a 3D artist, so I loved this anime. So when this piece came out for Prime1, ES is only 300. I was like, I just have to have it. So freaking excited, it's finally here. This is the DX bonus version, and I got this from none other than my buddy Mr. Joshua Gordon from Comic Concepts. Now I'll link a video up here. Go to Comic Concepts, check them out, and you can use my Paingasm code to save yourself some money at checkout. So it's kind of awesome. Anyway, this is Prime1's Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045. Super freaking excited. I think this is going to be a beautiful piece. The DX bonus, let's get to it. Alright guys, we have the box. You've got your one sheet showing the bonus version and assembled. This is what each layer looks like. So it looks like it's not too bad in terms of number of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 28 total, including Switchout. Not too bad. I'm not doing those 100-piece things anymore, but this is doable, right? And then on the back, actually has some pretty complicated instructions. So yeah, that's going to be a Prime1 calendar showing all the products per month, except it's for 2023, so this is a waste of time because by the time they send this shit out, guess what? It'll be years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a calendar for 2023 and it's fucking November. What the fuck am I gonna do with this? It's 2023 Prime1. Still with the fucking tape. Can we not just use straps? Even Blitzway uses straps. Your partner company, fucking Queen does, J&D does, XM does. Like seriously, it would minimize so many breakages along the way if we would just use straps. This is a stupid idea. So rather than make you guys sit through this, we're gonna do this. Alright guys, I have to say, I am so fucking impressed with this. So impressed. My first thoughts are, this should have been 1/3. That's not even a thing, but the paint on this, every piece that I've unwrapped so far, it's beautiful. Like Tachikoma has like pretty much car paint, like kind of paint, and the body on Motoko is it's beautifully textured. It's painted so I am like beyond impressed. The purples in her arms is just amazing. Portraits, everything is fucking awesome. Everything is heavy as fuck too. It's like a huge ton of heft. It's just, they're not fucking around with this, and I'm glad they didn't, because this thing is just gorgeous. Let's look at this though. We absolutely have to start with the body because I think the texture on her suit, there's different textures all around. I think the paint job is fucking phenomenal. Look at the reflections of how it bends light. You can just see, you know, like the creases in her pose. I love the boot. I love the overall, purple. You know, it's just overall purple with black reflections. I mean, I love this. Like I said, I kind of wish it was. I love the jacket. Look at this skin tone. I mean, this is beautiful. Really kind of wish this was 1/3, but this is freaking gorgeous. Yeah, no regrets ordering this piece at all. Look at the arm. The texture and the coloring continues. She's beautiful. She's holding her gun. I like everything about this. Look at the fingernails. How they did that. Skin tone. Absolutely phenomenal. these plastic pieces. So they're not resin. It's probably a good thing because they're plastic, so they won't break in transit. But I love the transparency, the translucency of the piece. It's got some opaqueness, but then gradients out. And that is replicated here. This as well. It is very beautiful. Now I'm just gonna get one of Tachikoma's feet. This thing is heavy as fuck. I love the car paint that they did on it. I think it's just beautiful. But yeah, be very careful when handling this because this is fucking heavy. I think this is his arms. Also, very beautifully well done. Look at all this. You've got two holsters for the switch out. Sidearm in the back. And empty holster. There's like purplish hues on top of the brown too, which is gorgeous. This is one of his hand pincers. I really like what they did with the weathering on this, so they did a great job. Even though I'm primarily a movie guy, I love my J&D and Queen. Every now and then I still love some anime, so this is cool. No regrets. Let's look at the next layer. Alright, well this shit is pretty fucking huge. Let's just see what comes up. Alright, well, poop. That's way too heavy, so I'm not even gonna try. Here's a couple things I'm gonna tell you right now that you don't want to do. These things are heavy as fuck. You really don't want to assemble this on camera if you can. I'm just saying it's a pain in the ass. This rock piece is nice and heavy. Very hefty, very nice stone. Very well painted. I love the weathering. The yellow snook rays, the rebars painted very well. It's a huge improvement over that bumblebee I have over there. Where that thing was just like not that great. This is actually like hefty and feels sturdy and like raw. That shit looks like car paint. Tell you what, I don't want to risk damaging anything, so let's just go straight to assembly. Alright you guys, here is the base. You've got the Ghost in the Shell logo, SAC 2045. Very nice job on the rock. Substantially heavy base over here. Not too bad, not the worst I've handled, but substantially heavy. We gotta be very careful about how we install this because Tachikoma comes in two parts, the body and then how do you key them in with the legs and all that and make it make sense. So we're just gonna be really careful when you're doing this is what I'm saying. There is a piece of rock that we're not gonna do yet because this part's kind of harder, so let's do this part first. Yeah, dude. We cannot drop this because we cannot release this because that would be bad. Because it would snap at this point, so you can't. I'm kind of going to pop it up, which I don't have anything to do with. This is not great. So because they do. Just be very patient with yourself. Go. And there we go. We're almost done with the last foot. This back. Okay, so the good news is this key, they're pegged in with rods, I think, some of them. And then this one, too, is in a pretty good shape. It's keyed in. This one doesn't have a key, it's just resting, so it's not fully, it's making contact. I think the weight is being distributed by the back and the 3 front legs, so I think it's okay. It's just a little bit scary to deal with, but you saw that ordeal and how I handled it. Yeah, just be very careful when you're doing this, guys. Just be super careful. This is a very expensive piece, like I said. Be super careful. Now, we can now put in this rock piece that I didn't want to do earlier. Alright you guys, so that really sucked because, so don't get me wrong, the instruction manual, they tried their best to tell you how to do this in a word that made sense, but truthfully, there's really so much you can do from a picture. The easiest way to do it. So what happened was, I was trying to put this rock in after the fact, as you guys saw. The problem was, this rock was so finicky. There's literally only one angle that this would work and key correctly. And unfortunately, there was no way to do that because this piece was on. So I ended up doing the one thing that I hated doing, which I had to disassemble the whole thing, figure out how this rock went in. And once this rock went in, then this part makes sense because this key's into here and this is resting on here. And then it's touching, it's kind of distributing the weight on this rock. So that part actually worked. So that actually kept this part up completely. It was stable and you didn't really have to fuss with it. Then the trick became, you actually have to, now I think the instruction wants you to key the front foot and put the head in, but I don't think that works. I ended up, because this part is very hard to get in if it's not already in. So I actually had to take the head off, put this foot, this back foot in first, and then this foot and this head slide and click together, angle this in, then put in the front foot, key this in. And then I had to be very careful to get this one in. You actually have to lift this up, which means that back is going to shift, tilt this way a little bit, pop the key in, then hook that one in. And then this back key keys in just fine on its own. It is touching, right? But there's actually 2 things off. So that might settle over time or not, but it's actually not being supported by this back leg at all. So it was very scary. And I think that alone is enough for me to say don't buy this piece. Because me personally, I hate it when it's this complicated and it's so easy to break. We're so prone to breakages, and I don't like that. Now, if you're a big fan of the character, definitely, like I am, so yeah, you get it, but otherwise I would say this piece is a pass, just because of all the areas that may have a problem. Yeah, reselling would be hard too. Well, I mean, I guess not. It's just one of those, I don't like that it was so complicated to assemble. I mean, granted, there's no other way to do it, but it is what it is. So anyway, let's get the rest of it together. Okay, this part perfect fit, thank God. Okay, so that one goes there and back. And this goes on the opposite side. So, small one key's in the air, this one key's on the side of the rock. Okay. And there you go, those are the effect pieces. And there's one more that should be on the other side. And it's this tiny key here. And boom. And there you go. So, take the ones pointing up. Alright, we're going to do the ones pointing up because I don't want the ones pointing down. This is an open and a close, and this is the closed. And that needs to go over here. Her arms on. Put on the regular head. And there you go, guys. This looks freaking phenomenal after assembly, I have to say. Aside from Tachikoma being ridiculously hard to work with after assembly, this thing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. So, I'll switch out the arms and the bonus head. Pull this off. Never gun behind her. And this is the DX bonus head. That's the visor. Man, I think both poses look freaking awesome. And it's gorgeous. Yeah, I can't decide if I want the gun hand or not. We're gonna do some close-up videos and stuff, but yeah, you know, I can't decide if I want the gun hand or I really like the bonus head. I think both poses are great. I'm not gonna punch you down because I don't like the hands going down. So I'm gonna probably wrap those and leave them in the box. A beautiful piece after assembly, just a pain in the ass to put together. So just be careful there. Yeah. So thanks again. I got this from a great friend, Josh Gordon at Comic Concepts. Check them out. Check out the website. Use my code. Save yourself a bit of money. But here we go, guys. Those of you who've been waiting to see this, hope this video helped, and we'll take some hopefully good B-roll and you can enjoy the piece. See you guys in the next one.